Live from TME Studios in Arcadia, Florida. All right, that was weird.
TME Studios.
Yeah. Hopefully that's clear now. Hold on a second. Let me get this wipe down here, folks, after I have my thumbprint on it.
The professional way that is with the t-shirt.
Yeah, with the t-shirt. All right, cool. Hey, everybody. How's it going? Can everybody hear us okay? Lori, you're going to have to stay up on questions, comments, concerns. Hope everybody is still okay during this Corona chaos. Holy smokes. We're in month, what, 4 or 5, something like that?
Of what?
Corona chaos. 4?
Yeah, I already lost track of how many months they have been.
Absolutely ridiculous.
But hopefully you are doing okay.
Yeah, hopefully whatever end of the world you're in, you're doing all right. I saw that Aid's in the house. Let me take a quick look here with my glasses on.
Looks and sounds good.
All right.
Serenity says.
Well, if the Beals say it looks and sounds good, then it must look and sound good because they wouldn't lie to me.
So Chris Bellafato
in the house.
Cynthia here. Brenda Costed. So we have Doreen this year. Hey.
Mark, holy smokes. The Raph and the family are in the house. I wonder if that's the whole family or just Rafa. Awesome.
Probably it's Kathy.
Yeah, probably could be Kathy. So, as usual, as we go through this, we'll chat a little bit. And if you guys have any questions, make sure you put them in caps, copy that thing, and then get ready to shoot it back to us if we miss it, because they scroll through on our screen fairly quickly, and we won't get to see them all. So, if you guys have any questions, make sure you do
Jerry and Linda are in the house too.
Ooh, the Flagler family is in the house.
How is the heat index over here? Because even at the beach, it's pretty hot.
Oh my goodness! So the heat this morning, they showed the heat as 110 degrees, and that's the heat index. It's actually like 98, but it feels like 110. And I will absolutely vouch for it feeling like 110. Holy smokes!
Here's the thing. Lately, like these past 10 days, Paul and Vic, both of them have been working on this slide outdoors, obviously outdoors all this time. No AC, no nothing. So it has, oh my God, I think you lost a lot of body weight, just water weight. That much, you sweat so much.
I hope I lost some body weight. This was about the slide, which you can see. Well, you can't really see, but we're sitting in our slide. Our slide is now complete again. We're sitting inside of it.
Again.
Yeah, we have a wall. We had a plastic wall for a while, which is really kind of funky. If you've never done that, where just plastic separates you from the outside, it's really a weird deal. I guess you do it when you tent, right? If you're in a tent, you have like a little piece of fabric between you and the outside. So
I was surprised at how it stay inside. Even with the AC, it will stay cool inside, so that was kind of nice. But oh my God, in the mornings, it was so much light. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Like, Ozzy has been waking us earlier than usual because obviously he gets up so early too.
Yeah, because of the light. Yeah.
Yes.
So it was pretty crazy. And at night you can hear every little like croak of the frogs and crickets, and it's really kind of weird.
It was cool.
Yeah, but
it was cool except for we were so crowded because we're trying to tackle so many projects at the same time. It just started the slide. The slide actually broke. So Paul is like, I have to take the slide out and fix it.
I guess we should explain to people who maybe don't know.
Yes, let's explain a little bit, and then we go from there.
And then we'll go from there.
I'm not gonna read any comments or anything.
Talk amongst yourselves,
or just listen if you want to talk,
or you don't have to listen.
Anything. But here's the thing: if you happen to have a question, just like copy it, so later we can answer it.
Right, copy it so you can paste it later on, all in caps. So, our slide has popped and creaked its way in and out since the very beginning.
Like 4 years.
4 years.
We had right? Yeah. Yes.
It's popped and creaked. So I knew at some point I was going to have to pull this thing out. And I thought it was just the screws sticking up out of the floor that the workers prior to us buying the coach didn't get all the way in.
So Paul thought every time we'll come in, it was just like scratching the screws.
Yeah, screws sticking up, and it was back and forth. And I could see up under the slide that there were some screws sticking up. So I let it go.
Finally broke.
Right. So let me finish.
Okay.
Let me finish. So those screws, there's an aluminum plate on the bottom of this coach. We now found out it's 22 gauge aluminum. Of that aluminum plate, those screws made that plate worse and worse and worse. That aluminum plate, in turn, kept rubbing on this carpet, aluminum carpet threshold that the rental company that this is from had installed. And then it started to rub through that threshold. Well, that threshold got sharper, which cut into the bottom of the slide even more until it cut in so much that the aluminum was not sliding in and out of the coach anymore. And literally, I had to push up on the top of the slide to get the slide to come in. I had to take pressure off the bottom just to get it to come in. Okay. So
all of this,
it sucked.
All of this, actually, he found out after, once the slide came out.
Yeah, I found that after the slide came out.
Because at the beginning we didn't know it was exactly that. It's like we just knew it broke, needed to be fixed. That was it. So when we got here is when he found that out with Vic, and at that point it was a game plan. But then the weekend came across, and to order parts and all that stuff, and during the weekend obviously it's not possible. So yeah, anyway, that put us.
It took 9 days. It took 9 days, but I will say that if I knew what parts I needed prior and could have pre-ordered the parts, like I've never done this before, so I didn't know what parts I needed or didn't need. So I didn't know how thick the aluminum was. I didn't know any of that stuff until I took it apart. If we had had all of the parts ready to go when we started, we could have done it in, I think, 3 to 4 days. Mm-hmm. But it wound up taking 9 days because we would get something apart, go, okay, we need to order this. I didn't know how thick the aluminum was. It was 22 gauge. We wound up ordering, or was it 24 gauge?
You're into technical.
Yeah, I didn't know what. But anyways, we ordered a little bit thicker aluminum for the plate on the bottom so that we don't have to worry about that problem again. We fixed all the screws, just put them in better. Why the workers didn't do that, I don't know. Every single screw was sticking up 1/8 to 1/4 of an inch, which just kept grinding into the bottom.
Because you care. And they don't care. They're just trying to do it fast.
They're just trying to slam it and get it done. So I get it. But
anyways, here's the thing: is
9 days done.
Once we took that metal piece between the carpet and the floor, it was gonna look awful. We needed a solution. So at that point, we look at each other. We have always hated the idea of carpet in RV, just because we have a cat, and also because there's so much outdoors. You bring a lot of dirt and maintain it. It's just like awful. So this was our time to actually rip off the carpet and put new flooring. But then it's like if you change the color of the flooring, you have to change the color of other things. So everything kind of matches. And it has been like a ripple effect.
Yes.
And we're not even there yet. We are not even on the renovation part of it. It has been solely the focus of fixing this slide because it was not easy. Luckily, I mean, we have Vic and Tammy that they had the biggest hearts ever. And they allow us not only to come to the property to fix it, so we will not be like the people in the campground trying to fix stuff.
This could not have been done in a campground. I will say now,
definitely not.
This could not have happened without the help of our friends Vic and Tammy. Could not have happened.
Not only that, it's like they're so nice that they actually pulled their rig out of their shade, their pole barn, and they allow us to go in there with our RV, so to shelter ourselves from the rain because we were gonna have the slide out.
I'm gonna kill this front AC, so hopefully the sound.
I think everybody here as well. Don't you guys? Don't you hear as well? Because it's hot in here. If you can want AC, sometimes you can feel it. So yeah, it's like this gives us the opportunity to remodel, but it has been literally 9 days of Vic and Paul been working every single day on the slide to get it right. And this day and a half, it has been a lot of tweaking it, trying to. Somebody said that on one of the comments on one of our posts. It's like the hardest part is also just having it right, like coming in and out right.
Yeah, it's not that hard.
You've been working the last day on that, so
no, we worked on it the last 15 minutes before we did this.
Anyway, so it has been like a lot of work during this lighting. The nice thing is like because everything was out, Paul was able to see how everything works, put a lot of new stuff in, and also see the undercarriage of the entire RV, and everything seems to be in good shape and condition. And there, even Big was telling me, it's like your RV's in great shape. It's like
it was really well made for the most part. It was those last little finishing touches that guys that built it just did not care.
Rental company. That was not
Fleetwood. I think it was the rental company.
That was a rental because
it was whoever pulled the slide out before to put the carpet down.
When we bought this RV, maybe a lot of people don't know this, but we bought this from a rental company. as a first coach to see if I would like it or not. And then 4 years later, here we are.
Here we are in the same coach.
But when we bought it, one of the reasons we bought it is because they have renovated a bunch of stuff. They have put like new flooring. They have the carpet was new. They have new captain and how do you call it? The front seats, captain, passenger,
Captain's chair.
Captain chair. So you have a lot of new stuff, and that's one of the reasons where like, okay, this upgrades we don't have to do them anymore. So and that's why we got it. So we know a lot of these repairs and everything was from the rental company. It was not from Fleetwood.
Yeah, it wasn't a Fleetwood build issue that the coaches actually really built well. It was a repair issue where the guys just didn't care.
Yeah, it was just fast repairs.
And we knew it was coming. I mean, it's been 4 years in the making. I knew at some point I was going to have to take that slide out because it was driving me crazy. I just didn't realize that I was going to be forced to take it out, which is probably the only way it got taken out.
Tell you what, taking it out, it was, oh my God. It's like...
It was fun.
It was interesting.
It was fun. We'll have video on all this, so let's not get too much into this.
I think it was more fun taking it out than putting it back in. That was harder.
Ripping stuff apart is always more fun than putting it back together. Always.
Like, oh my God.
Yeah, putting it back in was not fun, and you'll see it was pretty comical. It involved a rope, a strap, a tractor, and then Lori and Tammy holding part of the rope.
Our super strength.
So.
Oh, and the tractor,
the tractor pulling the rope. So it was a comedy getting it back in. If we had a space, this is the comments we're going to get when we have the video out. Well, if you'd had a forklift, it would have been a lot easier. Yes, it would have. Absolutely. It would have been easier with a forklift. It would have been easier inside of a 25,000 square foot warehouse. It would have been easier with a hoist. It would have been easier with all kinds of other things. We did this in a pole barn with a tractor, 2 big wire spool rolls as tables, and we got it done.
And with a lot of
just a little bit
knowledge,
of little
imagination, and muscle.
Yeah,
I will say, because that was a lot of it.
Again, without Vic, it doesn't happen.
We are not even close to the finished. I mean, it's like right now you can only see the couch. But everything else is just a mess because we have
TME Studios is a nightmare right now.
No flooring whatsoever right now, and I have to say
we have partial flooring.
I don't think you recorded this. I don't think you did.
What?
But once we ripped that flooring out, it's like we found mold.
Yeah, there was a little bit of mold back by the bathroom.
So that was my job today. I mean, as you can see, we just barely showered, we barely cleaned up because we have been working. But it's like, that was my job today, get rid of the mold and everything so we can put the flooring back in. And
yeah, Lori did an amazing job. All the floors are scrubbed, mold-free. Awesome.
Yeah,
nice
but
work.
We need to find why it's moldy too.
Well, it's moldy because there was leaking somewhere. And that's what we're going to find out. It could have been due to this slide. There was all kinds of things that we noticed when we took the slide off. I don't want to get into it. The top of the slide was not put back together properly. The rubber roof was in underneath. There's a big beam that goes across the top, and the rubber roof come inside of that beam, and it shouldn't. It should be on the outside of that beam, so it allowed water to come inside. That could have been part of it. The shower might be leaking. We don't know. We're going to find all of that stuff out in the next few days. Without the flooring in, we'll soak the coach down, do some water testing, and see if we can't find out where that is. This main slide is not going to leak now. Vic and I have got it. It's smoking. So it's not going to leak at all, I don't think. Or it might leak a lot more than it used to. I don't know. But I think that a lot of the water might be coming through that back slide. And if it is the back bedroom slide, it's where we're going to have to find out. It could be the shower. I don't know. So that's something that we're going to try to figure out here over the next several days to a week. But slide's fixed. Partial flooring in. The rest of the flooring will happen over the next couple of weeks. The painting of the cabinets will happen over the next month-ish.
What?
You don't think you're going to have it done in the next month?
The next week.
And now you sound like me. Oh, I'll have that done in a few hours. And then 2 days later, I'm still working on it.
Everything by steps. I don't want to put the flooring until I paint before.
Right.
Because it's just easier just to paint and not worry about where it drips or anything.
Yeah, then it just falls on the floor.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. I need to paint like quick.
Right. So anyways, that's been our adventure over the last week. And other than that, we've been hanging out in Florida. Oh, yeah, one last thing.
Like
is
to top it everything.
our residency isn't happening yet, or it is
Oh,
now, but it
I
didn't
thought you were
happen.
talking about something else. Okay.
Florida residency. So when you live in an RV for Florida, anyways, your RV becomes your address.
Like literally the license plate.
The license
It's
plate
gonna be our address.
is our address. What we didn't know is if you have a lien on your vehicle, you know, bank owns the vehicle. We're making payments. It takes 3 to 4 weeks to clear title. So we have to change title from Nevada to here. We didn't know that, so we walked in thinking that
we're gonna get it done today.
Get our registration and our license same day, and we're off and running. And they said, "Oh, we just need the title," and we went, "We don't have that." And then they actually faxed it, and it's been what now 2 weeks, and they've already got it. They've told us that they've told us they're ready to go. So now the next time we go in, registration and driver's license in one day.
Now we literally can do it everything in one day. But then that one step is like that. I have to say you can start the process way ahead. So by the time if you're thinking about becoming a Floridian, by the time you get here, the process already started.
Yeah.
By the time you get here, you can do everything in one day. We just did not know that. And even though we watch a lot of videos and nobody really mentioned it.
Right. So we'll have video on that as well. We'll do a whole video on Florida residency things. Again, and we had people making comments about that. Is like, why Florida? South Dakota is so much cheaper. And I'm like, our decision on residency was not based on the cheapest place necessarily. It was based on a whole bunch of different things. One, it was convenient. We were here and we knew we could do it while we were here. Two, Disney World discounts.
I think that's like number 10.
No, for me it was number 2. Not no. So there.
Priorities, people. Priorities.
Clay County, where most people register in Florida, is one of the cheapest counties in Florida as far as insurance and taxes and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, if you look at the top 3 is Texas, Florida, and South Dakota. If you take in all of the different things about those areas combined, everybody's going to find that
in one place insurance is going to be higher, registration lower. Another place is going to be the opposite, but it's going to be about the same. I mean, probably once we have everything said and done, maybe Kevin has about like some kind of rig, some kind of car that we have, so maybe we can compare prices on how much he pays versus us in different states, South Dakota versus Florida. But until we actually have our stuff, we cannot do that.
Right.
But somebody asked why we didn't stay in Nevada, why we have to move to Florida or switch our domicile to Florida. And that's because we started having issues with Nevada. One of them was registration. You have to smoke the car, have an emission test in the car.
Emissions every single year. So it's tough to do that when you're not there.
Yeah. So while traveling, we have signed affidavits. So we're in the state that do it. We'll try to do it there and send it to Nevada, but it started becoming an issue. Second of all, is like also voting
registration. They don't allow you to use a mailing address for voting.
You have to have a residential address in order to vote. So it's like at that point we borrow an address from our friends. So that's the way but so many things that were like that we start having issues.
And we didn't see ourselves going back to Nevada.
So we just decided, let's move to Florida. It's supposed to be cheaper registration, everything than Nevada, definitely.
So we moved to Florida.
Yeah, we moved to Florida. Well, we moved. Yeah. It's like
we've been living here since December.
We're claiming domicile and everything.
We've been here since December now.
Yeah, so it's like so at this point is like it's gonna be official very soon, and it's gonna be cheaper and no emission tests in the car. So it's gonna be only a click of button online to just like renew all that kind of stuff. So it's gonna become a lot easier once we have been there for the picture for the driver license, and that's
absolutely. By the way, I'm drinking iced tea tonight because I have drank more Dr. Pepper in this last week while doing this slide, enough to choke a 12-year-old. Way too much, like a 48 pack.
I think you needed that sugar to keep you going.
It was crazy. But I can tell you this, tomorrow I'm doing this. Nothing. Tomorrow. Nothing. I'm doing nothing. I'm doing nothing tomorrow. No, well, I'll go kayaking, I'll go do something, I'll go do a tourist thing, but as far as working on the coach, nada.
By the way,
tomorrow.
Right now Ozzy's not here because he is lost outside somewhere.
He's out under the container.
I didn't see him there.
He was out there the last time I saw him.
he was in the coach when we moved the coach. We must have left the door open when we're doing it, and he's so comfortable in this place now.
Yeah.
He feels it's like home for him.
He's out chasing lizards.
That he just went out like while we were moving there.
Excuse me.
So at this point, it's like if you see me like living in a little bit, it's because I'm gonna go and try to get him inside before it gets dark. Because I don't think there's anything dangerous here at dark, really. But still, I don't like him to be outside at dark. And that's another problem. It seems to be like a lot of things at the same time too. Ozzy, probably like 10 days ago, 2 weeks ago, we saw him scratching. We saw him and he had fleas. So try to do it all natural, trying to treat him. And oh my God, it's like it will not work. So we just went screw it. And we went like bought the shampoo for him, and we got him like a new color and like the little liquid you put in the bag and all these different things. And
I'm sure we'll get 20 answers, but does anybody have a surefire get rid of all the fleas at once? We did the salt in the carpets thing, but we don't have any carpets anymore.
No, that was one of the big things about like, let's take this carpet out. It's like if there's anything there, it's gonna go out. So yeah, it has been like anybody has a remedy and all that kind of stuff, because that's the one thing we have been battling. I'm brushing him every day and I'm doing all these different things.
You know what we could do now that the slide's fixed? Can of gasoline and a match and just get rid of this thing.
Now that it's fixed.
Now that it's fixed. No flea problem, nothing.
Vic said it's like you had the chance. All these riots were happening. You just need to go and put it in the middle of a riot, and that was it.
Yeah, we just need to drive into a neighborhood somewhere and just park it.
It's like a good idea, but we never thought about it.
Yeah, we never thought about that. Anyways, that's it. That's all we've had going on. We've been hanging out. We hung out in Flagler Beach with our friends Jerry and Linda. That was awesome. So we got to go by boat up the Intracoastal Waterway from Flagler Beach up to St. Augustine and get to see St. Augustine from the water side, which was really interesting. That was kind of cool because we always see it from town looking out into the Intracoastal. So up through the Matanzas River, which was very, very cool. Spent an entire day doing that up there. That was awesome. Got to spend some time with Chris and Brenda Mills while we were up in St. Augustine. That was cool.
And Jerry and Linda too.
Jerry and Linda. Jack was up there. He came up from I think Clearwater or Sarasota or somewhere. So
he was visiting his girlfriend.
So we got to see quite a few viewers over the last little while as well, which was kind of cool. But as you guys all see in the news now, it's chaos here in Florida. Coronavirus cases going through the roof. Coronavirus cases are going through the roof here in Florida because everybody can get tested. They've created all these crazy drive-through testing places everywhere. Like you can go. Corona? I just switched to that just overnight. I just said, we're in Florida. It's crazy coronavirus. We're not worried. Cases are going to go up when you test a whole bunch of people. We have a friend that works at a hospital down here, and she said, yes, coronavirus cases are going up, but what they're finding is that a large majority now are mild and or no symptoms. So, yes, there is still going to be some deaths happening from that, but for the most part, even with the increased cases down here, mild symptoms for the most. So that's our take on it.
Darlene says it's like banana peel under the couch or just laying around that worked for us when we moved into a rental home that had fleas. The peels just dry up. I put them under the couch. So banana peels.
Wait a minute.
Work for fleas?
What, the fleas go to the banana peel and then die, or how does that work?
I'm curious about that.
I'm very curious about that. Kind of weird leaving my banana peels around.
Patrick Slater says, shave hair of mine and spray his remaining hair. 3 weeks after I heal up, they were gone. So it's like...
shave your cat?
Yeah, that will not happen with Ozzy.
I'll do that. I'll shave him.
Good luck with that one.
Dude, I would have to wear a metal suit if I tried to shave Ozzy. We tried to give him a bath, and I thought he was going to rip us to shreds. It was insanity. Like I almost had to choke him out like a WWF move to get him to stay still. Holy smokes!
Nicest, prettiest cat.
Mild-mannered.
Mild-mannered. He's social. He goes to everybody. But put him close to water, and he becomes like a little ninja. He will fight you to death.
Oh my God!
Before he gets into the
I seriously thought I was gonna hurt him. I was having to choke him so hard to hold him down. Oh my God, it was brutal. So I don't want to do that anymore.
And then the shampoo tells you need to leave it for 5 minutes. That's the important part. And then
Yeah.
we're like, 5 minutes?
5 minutes? Like, I can't hold him down for 5 minutes. He's hard enough to hold down when he's dry, let alone when he's slippery. It was crazy. It was just chaos. It was just nuts.
Fred and Lynn, the flea slip and fall with the banana. That's funny.
That's awesome.
By the way, Lynn, thank you so much for the tip. She told me, because everybody tells me about the mosquitoes, like to get the Avon so soft, but I don't know any Avon ladies. Like, if you are one, let me know, because I might want some of that. But Lynn told me, try the Hemp's with a Z, Hemp's body lotion, the original, and that might work as well. And I went and bought it and tried it, and I think it has worked like a charm. Every time I use it for a little bit, it really does work.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I've been lathering myself with it.
By the way, is Miller in here?
I don't
Miller
see
in
him.
here tonight?
Nope.
You guys see Miller in the house? No?
My mommy's here. Hola, mami. Muchos besos.
Hola, Vero.
So,
George's in the house. Tom Fair in the house. That's awesome, awesome, awesome. All the usual suspects. Very cool. I see Tammy out running around. Is she chasing Ozzy?
is she spelled Ozzy?
I don't know.
It's a question.
Or maybe she's just chasing her dog. She's looking for her dog. So her dogs and Ozzy are out hanging out. So Brian's here. Hey, Brian, what's up? Ted D's in the house. Senesi is in the house. Hey, Senesi, what's happening?
Yeah, Mark and Cheryl were here, and Donna, I didn't think she's here anymore because she had visitors, but she actually went to actually cross to Canada.
Tim's in the house from San Diego. John Chalker, Waterbury, Connecticut. Awesome. Brian and Debbie. Brian and Debbie, how you guys doing? Long time no see.
The Glasgow Nomad, the Fred and Lynn from Winnipeg. No, they are from Cape Coral here in. Okay,
Yeah.
now they were asking down the road we go. Hey guys, Dave and Sherry, and they were asking what's up with the RV thing too, because they miss a few lives. So for the people that have not heard it,
the RV thing too is not going to happen. I'm not going to do a second one, guys. I know that kind of sucks. A lot of people were looking forward to that. I don't know what to say about that.
Well, I think it was also more about like we wanted to focus on the Caravan and doing right, and because they're like one back to back, it was gonna be just too much trying to organize an event and everything and be there, and then trying to go straight from that to a caravan.
Yeah,
it was just gonna be too much. So at that point, we had to choose one or the other one, and definitely we chose the caravan.
Yeah, I'm kind of bummed about it because I did have an absolute blast doing the first one. I think I don't know. I've got all kinds of excuses. I think one of the things is I would like it to be even bigger than it is, and I know that that's not going to happen, and it'll take some building. And I don't know if I'm in the right mindset to build an event like that. We did 250 people this last year. And the other thing that happens is that we can't make it as personal as if we have smaller meetups along the way, it can be a little bit more personal. When we have 250 people together, it was a little bit hard to and spread ourselves a little thin trying to say hello to everyone, especially if they were maybe newer viewers and haven't been around and got a chance to meet. And so I really struggled with that. But, I'd like to do big bands and big stuff. And I know that will take some building over several years. I want it to just basically be Woodstock overnight. And I know that's not going to happen. I want to have Sammy Hagar play and stuff. And that's just, it's just not going to happen. So
very realistic expectations.
Yeah, super realistic expectations I have. And so because I know that my expectations are not realistic, I think I'm going to focus on something that we're going to have a lot of fun doing, which will be the caravan, although the caravan will be much smaller. I mean, we're talking about 40, 50 people, but it'll still be a lot of fun.
It's going to be a for me, it's gonna be a big caravan. And when you're caravaning with that many people together, we were talking about that. If we have 20 RVs, and
Oh, it's a nightmare.
how long it's gonna be just on the road if somebody tries to pass us? It's like that's gonna be
Yeah, it's a
thing.
nightmare.
So the thing is, like, we have to focus on certain things. We're focusing on the caravan definitely. And you, me, and RV are here. Glad you guys are still kicking it in Florida. It's
Hey
like,
guys,
yep. It's like we
Sosa in the house. What up, dude?
we wanted to feel how Florida feels in the summer, and here we are.
Yeah, we're feeling how Florida is in the summer. Absolutely. Jose said it's if we do Woodstock, he'll bring the pot, and George will be there with you, dude.
Oh wow! Just
Yeah.
like that, the conversation changed. Sinking Serenity. How are Ali and John's plans for a YouTube channel going?
How's what?
Ali and John's YouTube channel going?
I don't know. I haven't spoke to them very much, really, at all. We
No.
text every now and then. I know they were on the road while they went out for a week or so, but they've been hanging out in El Paso, Texas, with the family there, and so we haven't really spoke that much. So I don't know what they're doing. It'd be a lot for Allie to bite. It would just be so hard for her taking care of both kids, taking care of John, and trying to do a YouTube channel too. That would be a little brutal. She'd have to teach one of the kids to edit.
I'm sure, yeah, Mario will be
Yeah.
up for it.
Have one of them as a camera person, the other one editing. If she could do that, that'd be awesome.
Isn't that child labor?
Yeah, that's all right.
So yeah, anyway.
Paul, the UPS guy in the house. Chuck Reinhardt in the house.
What about tornadoes?
Bob and
Here-
Cheryl in the house.
Here in Florida, there's really, for what I understand, there's a lot of tornado warnings, but really no too many tornadoes that will touch. Really.
You know, yesterday the only tornado that touched down in the entire country was here in Florida.
I know. I was watching,
Just down the street from us.
watching the news with you.
I know.
So it's like,
The only one. See, now I'm
But-
feeling fleas on me, and I know there's probably not, but
Yeah,
we
we're
started
like
talking about
scratching our
fleas, and now I'm like, or it might be the crack that I smoked earlier today. I don't know. It could be either one of those, either the fleas or that. I'm not sure.
oh my goodness.
Uh,
Stacey and Phil, they said they're battling the Saharan dust here in San Antonio. We heard about it in the news. We were watching how it's spreading, and it says that it might not get here, right? The way
No, it's already here.
moving.
They said it's already here. That's
It's
why
already
it's
here?
supposedly these crazy,
What are you
cool
talking about?
sunsets. You know how the news is.
No, they were saying that where we are,
We're gonna be
specifically-
taken over by the Saharan dust.
Specifically, it was kind of like move more like north from us. Anyway, it's like last time we were watching in the news that. So yeah, I'm sure like other states are getting hit worse because I know part of Mexico were also hit and going up north to Texas exactly.
Right.
For the most part. So yeah, we really like Jerry and Linda asked about that too. It's like if it's here already, we don't feel it or we don't see it.
Yeah, I've had my
Good.
head under a slide for the last week. I don't know what's going on.
He literally has not done anything else but to work on that slide with Vic and
Work on the slide, shower 3 or 4 times a day because you have to. I've went through, I don't know, 2 or 3 or 4 shirts every single day. It's just the humidity is brutal. It reminds me of back home in Canada in the summer, really.
Gary says, is that a goofy shirt?
Is it a Goofy shirt?
No, it's a Mickey
No, it's a Mickey shirt. It's a Mickey camera shirt. He's doing this. It's a video thing, so it's perfect for me.
Details on the caravan.
It kind of looks goofy here.
It
It does, yeah. When I sit like this, it looks like the face is goofy.
It does.
That is crazy, dude. I never noticed that.
It does look weird.
It does. It looks like Goofy now.
The Glasgow Nomad says details on the caravan. Actually, we are gonna put a few seminars, like just to see if it's for you. I know a lot of people are curious and they're hesitant if they should go, they shouldn't go, all these different things. So we want to put like mini seminars, and they're gonna come up very soon from now,
Mhm.
and lives with you guys. So also to answer questions, like talk about the topic, answer questions, and see if like you guys would like to go or not. It's like we know few people that for sure is
Right.
like they're just waiting for the release to actually sign up. We know a few people that they told us they're going. We know obviously with the whole COVID thing that is happening, and that's gonna be a pending thing. Um, for friends of ours that they are actually in Mexico and the places that we are heading to, going to, and they told us how they manage through these times. Actually, it's pretty cool what they have done. They literally did lockdowns over there, but they're in pretty places, so that was kind of nice. And so that for that reason, I think we are not afraid of like if another wave comes to be caught in that wave
Right.
in Mexico, because we know it will be like pre-lockdown. We'll be at the beach and it's like or close to it, and I mean it will be nice. But I know a lot of you will be hesitant about that, and I think that's one of the things we're gonna address. Like if that's the case, there's another wave. Is like obviously what to do, not to do, or if it will be work for you to go or not go. It's like so many things we need to
If there's
address.
another wave, I'd much rather be stuck in Baja.
Well, yeah, but that's you. That's not
Yeah.
everybody consensus. So
Because I'll just kiteboard the whole time.
It's like social distance in the ocean.
I'll just social distance in the ocean, man. It'll be awesome. I just put a link in the chat for anybody who's interested in. There's some information available at adventurenationcaravans.com. So there's some information available there. All of that stuff that's there is not final, but if you go there, you can get your name on our mailing list. There's several places that you can add your name to get on the mailing list, name and email address. And then that way, as we do updates and things, we're pushing emails out to those of you who want information on that. So adventurenationcaravans.com. I put the link in the chat, so you'll be able to find that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, George is here, and the Buchanans are here too. Is the Buchanan says that they're working hard to learn Spanish in preparation for the caravan.
Woohoo! We are going to do that too. Lori is going to be as we get closer. We're going to do these. We're going to do some private webinars for people that are going. That is basic Spanish, like Spanish 101 and stuff like that, like conversational
Spanish. I mean, not about like verbs and how you do that kind of stuff. It's more about, okay, if you hear this is and you want to ask for this specific thing, this is how you ask for it. So,
I need a full tank of gas.
So we're gonna do a few kind of like
where's the library
webinar beforehand for everybody open, more like to answer some questions and
right.
talk about some topics to see if it's right for you or not, and then we're gonna go close seminars. Once people have signed up, then we're gonna go through classes and preparation stuff too. It's like, okay, what you need to prepare in order to go down there too.
Right.
So that's how we're gonna tackle that one.
Right. Phil and Stacy, I saw somebody in there said the shoulder's healing up, but physical therapy sucks. Which one of you guys screwed up your shoulder?
Just Stacy's nursing me back to health, so I'm assuming.
Oh, so Phil.
Yeah, it's like interesting.
It was probably painting their RV. He probably hurt his shoulder doing painting the RV. Is that what happened, Phil? I don't know.
We'll find out soon enough. And then Lynn is saying is like that they need nurses, telling like Stacey need nurses in Florida, and all of a sudden we understand she's retiring sooner.
Woo.
So
Tom and Faye says I didn't get my password yet. There is no password to get. That's not supposed to happen yet. I don't know why that happened. So you'll get your password when we get it all, when we get that part of it done. So
yeah, so a lot of people that came here late, what about this light? This light is fixed. Like literally yesterday was put in.
Yeah, well, it was put in yesterday. We were doing final prep today, alignments and stuff like that today.
So yeah. I'm just so happy that we gained this space. It's just people that have no slides. I don't know how you do it. I literally don't know how you do it, because not having a slide, it was horrible. It was like we were like just jumping through stuff here.
Right.
Like, so my respects. Can I try your kiteboard, George?
George, yeah, absolutely, dude. I'll strap you in there. We just put the harness on you, throw that hook in there, and toss the kite in the air, and you'll be off and running. No problem.
Tammy's still looking for something. I wonder if she's looking for Ozzy. That's Ozzy. He has been misbehaving.
Tammy, what you looking for? Oh, Ozzy, he's underneath the container.
We think. I tried to bribe him. I did not see him.
He was under there earlier.
I tried to bribe him with a can of food, nothing. I tried to bribe him with treats, nothing.
Oh, sorry, didn't mean to turn my butt to everybody, but
Date for the caravan is gonna be February.
February 1st through March 30th.
Yes.
It's 59 days.
It makes sense, I guess, if you are more of a full timer, if you are retired, that you have the time. And we know 2 months we're gonna say, oh my god, that's a long time. They're gonna go by so fast, first of all. Second of all, we know a lot of you guys are gonna be like, well, you know what, we're gonna stay down here, see you guys.
Right.
So we know that's gonna happen.
There are going to be people that stay longer than 2 months, probably.
Yeah.
So let's do that. We can talk a little bit about what we plan on doing from Mexicali, where you cross the border, and it's actually Calexico, I think, is on the California side. So it's Calexico on the California side, Mexicali on the Mexico side. When you cross the border from there down to Cabo San Lucas, Mexico, is about 1,000 miles. It's 900 and something miles somewhere, but it's around 1,000 miles. And it's on a 2-lane road, that is narrower than almost any road that you're going to possibly drive in the United States, unless you're driving down someone's driveway to their house. It's a super narrow road. So not the most fun road. So 55 miles an hour is going to be a max for the most part. We want to take our time on the way down because there's cute little villages and things to see. And there's some cool beachside camping. And we're just going to take our time. There's some attractions we want to do. We want to go whale watching while we're on our way down. So just the drive down, the 1,000 miles down, is going to be about 14 days, somewhere around in there.
It's going to be little by little, going to different places, different cities, towns.
Little side trips.
Yeah, side trips and stuff like that. So we're going to just go slowly down. And then once we get to the loop, take our time through the loop, because that's the most beautiful part of it, the loop. And then after that is like, again, slowly back a different route.
Right.
By the way, Tom is like 5. Cheryl and Richard, they just drove it, and it's brand spanking new. It's a great road on 5.
Oh, Richard and Cheryl did drive it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. So 5 is brand new. So you're not going to be, anybody who saw the video where we drove down Mex 5, it's not that way. It's actually a paved road now. You don't have to off-road like you're in the Baja 1000. It's a paved road, I guess. So days are going to be anywhere between like 60 miles to 200 miles on the very, very high side. But most of the days are going to be around that 125 mile mark. And that's why it's going to take 14 days to get down there. We're not going to push it on that super narrow road going down there. It's just not going to happen. There is parts where there's nothing for 200 miles. So we're going to make a jump. And then, so 2 weeks down, picture 2 weeks down, 2 weeks back. That leaves you a month of exploring down in what we call the loop. And it's
is
not
La Paz, Los Barriles, or Los Cabos to Los Santos, and back to La Paz.
Yeah, it's not that much time. It really isn't. It would be like coming down into Florida and doing, say you're leaving Detroit, Michigan, and you come down to Key West and you're back in Detroit, Michigan in 2 to 3 weeks. You can do it. It's just not a fun trip. A month, you could do that too. Still, you're hustling. People do vacations like that all the time.
You can come down here, go through the springs, and go and do like the Key West, and then come back through the beaches. So it's like you can do it also like a loop, yeah.
And you can easily do that 2 months. Like 2 months down in Florida isn't really even enough.
But my point with that, it was like, we know a lot of you still work, a lot of you still they want to take the vacation time, but it's too long. We understand that. I think this is more for the people that have the time to go down there. Or work from the road. And it's like, if you work from the road and your rig is like, feel free to come with us. And it's like, you can still do it.
Right.
By the way, Phil and Stacy is like, he tore his love room. No, that word. Labrum.
Oh, no, not that. I don't know if that is either.
Had surgery 6 weeks ago. Stacy has to do all the RV maintenance now. Oh,
wow. I should have done that last week. I want to break my labrum, and then you can fix the slide. Oh, it's too late. Damn it.
But we'll drive somewhere to get it fixed. Absolutely, we can do that. And I can do the regular stuff. I can do like the.
I don't know
looking
what
at
that
the
is. I
places.
separated my shoulder once. This one over here. That's why it's always goofy, lumpy.
Yeah,
But
he has like a little like lump right there. Yeah.
so, but I don't know what the lobrum is. So I'm assuming it's probably painful. Shoulder stuff is painful.
Once we finish with the live, we're probably gonna have to GTS it.
Yeah, we're gonna GTS.
Google that stuff.
Yeah. Oh,
See?
politically correct. So, anyways, the Baja trip is going to be it's going to be badass. It is really going to be badass. We're going to limit it to, it'll be 18 coaches plus us and Kevin. We have to limit it because it will be a nightmare to have more than that. It will be a nightmare having that many, but it will be a nightmare. We have considered doing 2, like do January, February, and then when we get back up, literally turn and burn and do March, April. That's still plenty of time to see some whales and do that sort of thing down there. So that's a possibility as well if we wind up selling out. When you start to find out how many people we've got going, we'll know better as to whether or not it's, we're going to have extra space on this one or whether we need to do a second one. I don't know. What's up?
Oh, I was just like doing like, oh. It's like friend Lane. I'm sure it was Lane that one actually explained what it was. It's the cartilage that keeps the shoulder ball in place. And then Phil says it was very painful. They cut the bicep and reattach it to the bone as well.
Oh, nice.
Ugh,
That sounds awesome. Sounds like a lot of fun.
Sounds like painful. He's like, I hope you heal fast. I'm
I
sure
hope
you
they-
will. With Stacy there, I'm sure you
I hope
will.
they did some kind of bionic thing, man. Make you a little stronger. No?
Stacy, you're a keeper. Just oh, Rick, thank you so much. He sent 25 super chat.
What?
You're gonna do
Rick.
the dance.
The dance. Oh, it's a super chat. That's not really a dance.
I saw that Chuck is here too. Chuck Bradford.
Chuck,
tell me if you're the one
who sent the Chuck? Are you the one who sent Lori the wine in this glass? What were you thinking?
Wine of the night. Happy camper.
Happy camper. Chuck Bradford. Was that you? Who was that?
Because
you were supposed to write their names on the bottle, so we knew.
Yeah, but I didn't. Thank you for outing me in front of everybody. Put me on the spot, Paul. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Rick, thank you so much, man. We appreciate that.
It's like wine for Lorena, Dr. Pepper for Paul.
Oh my
Rick.
God. Yeah, Rick. I've drank so much Dr. Pepper in the last 7 days. I put down 2 12-packs. So that's 24/7. Yeah, that's not bad. That's only like 3 a day. That's not bad. No, that's not bad, really.
Okay, in your world, that's not bad.
No, because I was drinking water too. I had some water. I did a few bottles of water. Vic will vouch for me. I did do water. So
I saw a few bottles of water out there.
Yeah. So it wasn't just
empty.
all Dr. Pepper. It wasn't just like
oh my God,
injecting it.
Like, that's why we don't buy Dr. Pepper, because he will just
drink it all day long, like breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
It's one of those things that's why I don't buy chips, because I will eat them all day long.
Actually, somebody sent me a picture of a T-shirt. I can't remember who it was, and it said, "My blood type is Dr. Pepper." I should get that. Yeah, somebody
should get that.
We need to call Dr. Pepper and get them to sponsor us.
Tammy says, "Oh my God, it is hot out there." Thank you so much for looking for Ozzy. But yeah, it is hot out there right now.
Tammy, just screw him if he can't find his way to our RV.
It's like, I'll go and get him.
Ozzy, he should learn not to jump out of the RV like that.
He's right now like skittish, so I'll get him later.
He's a little freaked out by all the hammering and sawing and crazy noises that have happened in the last week.
Yeah, and
it's
right
been
now
brutal.
He's trying to run home, and home is a different RV right now there in that spot.
And we've moved the RV since the last time he took off, so yeah.
So yeah, right now he's like,
he normally would run back by now, but
so yeah, I'll bring him with food later. Don't worry. It's like he's a chunky boy. He will come back with food.
Yeah. He'll be looking for food soon.
Abe Collins is like, do you have any plans for the 4th of July? We don't. We really don't. Our plans
there's nothing happening the 4th of July, Abe. The country is shut down. Nothing. And you can't go anywhere.
Not fireworks, because we have a cat, and here they have 4 like little like doggies, so it's like we're not gonna put them through that stress. So yeah, it's
Yeah.
like maybe a barbecue. I don't know. I mean, we have not really thought about it at all.
No. I will say that just with there is not going to be any July 4th celebrations here in the United States. I don't think, unless it's private stuff. I just don't see anything. There's a lot of places starting to close back down again. They're starting to close some beaches here in Florida again, and yeah, it's going crazy again. But
Yes, but I don't think it's going crazy. I think they're just trying to be cautious and trying to now act rapidly
Right.
based on the number of cases they're seeing.
Let,
But
let me rant for a
okay,
second. No, let me rant for just a second. No, just a second. No, I have to explain something because
don't
Jerry
explain something.
because Jerry said
Oh
my buddy in
God.
Flagler Beach, Jerry, he said that he really thought that I kind of thought that this whole thing was I don't know if he said not that I thought it was fake, but that I didn't care about this and that I thought it was kind of like not a big deal, I guess. And that's not the truth. This is a serious thing that's going on right now. The coronavirus is a serious thing. Me personally, don't care if I get it, and if it killed me, I don't care. I really don't. It's just one of those things. I am not afraid to go outside. I'm not afraid to get sick, and I'm not afraid to pay the ultimate price. But with that being said, I am not going out. You're not going to find me in a bar right now with a bunch of people. You're not going to. If they said tomorrow that
Even
Van
a closed
Halen
restaurant.
was putting on a free concert down the street with a meet and greet, and they were opening up a concert, I would not go. Favorite band in the world, I wouldn't go. We are going to restaurants and dining out on a patio. I feel totally safe being outside on a patio. We are going to the beach. I feel totally safe going out on a beach. We are not hanging out with groups of strangers. We're here with Vic and Tammy. We hung out with our friends Jerry and Linda in Flagler. We've seen other friends that we are very close to and or know them very well. And I'm not going to avoid seeing my friends, even though I think that I might get this. That's just not me.
Respectful though.
Being respectful of other people because we're not going out and just running around. Like we're not going around and hugging strangers and doing that stuff.
When we meet people, it's like more. For the most part, everybody knows our stance, so it's like we're respectful of other people with distance and everything. So we meet somebody else, it's kind of like the whole kind of like elbow bump.
Yeah, we met Mark from Mark from Operation Liberty. Him and his wife, and I apologize, Mark, I don't remember your wife's name, but we met them when this was in the middle of it. Met them at the park in.
You mean Cheryl?
No, Mark from Operation Liberty. We met them at the Peace River RV Park, and we sat out at a campfire. And we sat across the campfire from them. We'd never met them before. They saw us in the park, and we said, "Hey, we're having a fire tonight. We know it's in the middle of the Corona thing, but if you guys want to come up and hang out, hang out." They sat on the opposite side of the fire from we did. We had conversation, and we didn't hug. We didn't shake hands. We just kind of like did a little elbow thing. I think we did do a quick selfie, but
with Dorian Mena too.
Dorian Mena, friends of ours that we've met that are YouTubers. We like saw them there, but never went near them. We spoke at them, had conversation from 8-10 feet away. Yeah, so it's a very, very serious thing. Anybody who thinks it's not is crazy, but you have to know your level of risk. And if you are susceptible to these kinds of things, if you have underlying conditions that are going to make be super careful. Me, I am not afraid. I'm just not afraid. Stupid or not, I'm not afraid.
The way you say it sounds like you're being reckless out there, hugging people,
licking doorknobs and hugging strangers.
The way you say it,
hanging out in the bar, going, there. Raise the roof.
Yeah.
That's not what we're doing. I just know that my level of risk is super high. Like it's super high because I don't get sick.
Now the thing is, like here in Florida, there's so many beaches, right? It's like how much coastline is here, and there's so many beaches that are like half empty that you can go and there's nobody around you. But because of those beaches like Miami and all these places that everybody's so next to each other, those are the crowded places that they have to have something in place,
right?
Because we were even talking about that, like we drove like for a half day to Daytona from where we were. and we were walking, and it's like, and we could see a lot of people so close to each other, and it's like there's so much room you can spread yourselves around, but it's like people sometimes they make or kind of like make the governors and your state entities to put all these rules in place for everybody just for the few.
Right. Unfortunately, they have to do that. They have to put rules in the place for everybody, even though there's only a few that are.
And we know a lot of beaches here that we will go and there will be nobody around us for 100 feet. But we cannot go because sometimes they do that.
Right.
By the way, Red, White, Maple, they send like some super chat.
Woo! Super chat.
He never ever dances or makes it like the happy dance, so I just enjoy to see him do the happy dance. Like,
oh, that's crazy.
Jody's Journey says, question, have you been to the Dr. Pepper Museum in Waco, Texas?
We have
you can
not.
get Dr. Pepper milkshakes. We didn't make it there, and it's one of the places I want to make it. And I know this is super cheesy, touristy. I don't care how you call it, but I want to make it to the Silas. So it's like you can go to the Dr. Pepper thing, and I go to the Silas.
The what?
The Silas, the Magnolia Silas.
Oh, the Magnolia thing. Yeah, I'm not.
Has anybody?
I will go to
there?
the Magnolia thing with you. You know I will.
He likes it too.
I don't like it. Kidding? Have I watched one episode of that? No.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
I have not.
Yes.
I have not.
I used to put it when we were still in the house. So that was over 3 years ago. And you will sit with me and watch one here or there. I will not say it's not like you are looking forward to it. I'm just saying like you will like sit with me once in a while and hang out.
I could not tell you one of their names.
The fact that he knows. If I say Chip and Joanna, he will know.
Oh, those guys I know.
See, that's my point.
Well, who's that? I didn't know they were Magnolia. That's how much I know about it.
Anyway, see?
I only know Chip and Joanna because you said they were watching.
He's just pretending.
They were doing the awkward conversations with a black man. Uncomfortable conversations with a black man. It's awesome. You guys should all watch it.
Yeah, it's like it's a YouTube channel, and basically there's some people. Chip and Joanna are there. What's his name? All right. What's his name?
Matthew McConaughey.
He was there too, and they're asking all these questions to this guy, and he's
to Emmanuel Ocho. Can't remember, but anyways, it's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with what's going on right now, very relevant. Everyone's saying I'm a psycho. I know. I already know. I know.
Bill and Pam give you a bottle of Happy Camper wine at the RV thing, so maybe it was Bill and Pam.
Bill and Pam. Who knows that? How do they know that?
William and Pam Terry.
Oh. I didn't know Bill and Pam were on tonight.
It's just so funny. Well, thank you so much.
Thanks, guys. That's hilarious. I can't. I don't have my glasses on, so I can't see any of the conversation. Plus, during my rant, half the people probably left.
John Senesi, he's gonna be in Normandy Farms.
That's not his name.
Senesi.
There you go.
John Senesi is gonna be in the Normandy Farms in Foxborough, Massachusetts, on the 4th of July.
Awesome. You guys, you're gonna like that. Stop touching my leg with your foot. I keep thinking there's fleas on me.
It's a cable to the mic. It's not even me. It's like, see, he blamed me for everything.
That's a great campground. You're gonna like that, John. You're gonna have a good time.
It's like he already went there, isn't it? I think he had already been there.
No, did you go already? Is this your second time? I don't know. What else is going on? What other questions? Anybody? Questions, comments, concerns? Let's get this thing rolling.
Nursing our travel bike. Been to the Silos a couple of times. Dr. Pepper Museum only once. See, that tells you all. It's
what?
Like the Silos are cooler to go back to. Just saying. Bob Jensen,
by the way,
Lorena, how do you pronounce Los Barriles? That's how I pronounce it. Diane and I can agree on it. Los Barriles.
It's like Los Angeles.
Los Angeles.
Yes, but nobody says it right. It's Everyone says Los Angeles.
Los Angeles. There's so
It's
many
Los
things
Angeles.
like that. It's like I used to get a kick out of like 3 years ago. We went to Bahia Honda, and I said Bahia Honda like in Spanish, and they're like, "Can't believe it." It's like she is from Mexico. She should know better.
She should know how to pronounce Bahia Honda. You should know better to pronounce Isla Morada.
I know, Isla Morada. I had this conversation in John Pelican with another lady. She was French, and she was like, "I didn't even know that." Like, but people here call it and know it as Isla Morada. If you actually pronounce it in the Spanish way, they will tell you it's not
correct. Yes.
Yeah. So.
Right. But yes, Los Angeles. But not
So,
Los Angeles.
like I
It's
said-
Las Vegas. LAS, Las Vegas, Los Angeles.
John's RV Adventures. Go to Magnolia Restaurant. They had the best breakfast ever.
Woo, woo.
Oh,
Oh, by the way, I don't know if Phil and Stacy are still here, but we're about to paint our cabinets, guys. Just to let you know, we're about to do ours too. So,
and we're committed. Oh my god!
now
I
we
need a
already
drink for
we
this.
did a light gray in the bathroom. It looks amazing. It looks really, really good. Lori did a great job in there, and she did this turquoise type wall, and it looks awesome.
No, changed. Now it's not turquoise anymore.
What do you mean it's not? What color do you call that that's in there?
It's a different kind of blue. I don't know the shade of blue, but it's not turquoise.
It's turquoise.
No, it's not.
It's dark turquoise.
There's no such
But
thing
anyways.
as dark turquoise.
Look, I am a fashion mogul, and I know about color. So we're gonna do the light gray, but like a darker light gray in our cabinet. So we're about to do it too, buddy. So we know what happened with yours. We're gonna.
Okay, if it's a disaster, it was your idea. If it's a success, it was my idea.
No, my idea is black.
He wants to paint everything black.
I
Come
want
on,
the cabinets
come on.
in here black. Why? Because everybody paints theirs white. That's why.
I'm not gonna paint them white.
No, because
If
I wouldn't
that's
let you
the
paint them
way-
white.
But here's the what?
I wouldn't let you paint them white.
What?
I would burn this thing to the ground before we have white cabinets in here.
Do not dare.
Because here's what'll happen. Oh, Paul, you put grease on the cabinet and be like, of course, because they're white.
You know what's happening? It's like a little child. You tell them you cannot do that, and they just want to do it.
Don't even start, Lorena.
You just started it.
No, don't even start.
Just started it. Just saying.
There's people watching. We can't have these conversations right now. What else is going on? Questions, comments, concerns?
It's like, it's like Phil and Stacey, they're still here. So it's like they say that they're doing theirs over. Don't like the baby blue, and that's the thing.
Now, was it supposed to be? It was supposed to be light gray, and it
No.
kind of got baby bluish.
No, they were going for a baby blue. It's just not the outcome they were expecting.
Ah.
I will say that's the hard thing. Like I trade, no joking, like 5 different shades of gray for the cabinets in the bathroom.
50
Because-
shades of gray, huh? You get it? See what I did there?
Just take off of 0, just 5 shades. Because it's like some of them are too cold, some of them are too warm or greenish or all that stuff until I found the one I liked, and then that was it, right? It was until the 5th attempt. The same thing with white. You would think white is white. Like
No, white's not white. There's
no,
white, there's
so
off-white,
many
there's somewhat white, there's a
shades.
little bit of white.
The warm, the cold, it's like so. Sometimes, definitely, when you're gonna paint cabinets or walls, something you're not gonna get it right the first time. You're gonna have to redo it. But I think the redos are also easier and faster. You already know what you're tackling, so you will do it faster and just find the shade you like.
You know the kind of gray I want? The gray that we like on the Jeep. So we just need to find somebody's gray Jeep and then
No,
to get them to come to Home Depot with us, get the guy from Home Depot to come out and do a color match on their Jeep, and then we can paint our cabinets of it.
no, too dark,
There's a plan.
too manly,
What?
too manly. Of a
And
gray.
black isn't manly?
Oh, we watched the one of the RV episodes of the Grand Tour with the British people.
Yeah, the guys from Top Gear.
And that's where he got the idea of the black. One of the RVs, one of the guys, they do a pub inside the RV.
Yeah, they turn their
actually
RV into a
created a pub.
It's awesome.
Pretty cool looking, but all the cans were black.
And
So-
their slide went out, and then the wall folded down to make an outdoor patio. It was awesome.
At some point, we were like, maybe we do that.
Yeah.
Like, but no, we will not.
I was just having a hard enough time putting the slide back in after getting the slide out. It was crazy.
So there's when he got the idea of like, let's do it. Let's do black. Let's do black. But
Yeah.
No,
And then their other one was all white. And what was it? It was a bathroom. The entire RV, all white, and it was a bathroom. That's what they look like. It looks too sanitary.
No.
It looks too sanitary.
Clean and crisp. It
No.
looks good.
No, it doesn't.
I like it.
No. It looks like you've died and gone to RV heaven.
Exactly. It's just so pretty.
No.
It just feels like you're in heaven.
No. Then I won't be able to touch anything in the RV. They're like, don't touch that. Don't touch that. Don't touch that.
Well, you can touch.
If you had, Paul, did you put your hands on this?
You can touch whatever you want. Just clean your hands before you touch anything.
Like, that's going to happen. I'm trying to keep my immune system up.
Moving the Mark says you will need to do a new Freya walkthrough. Yes, we'll have to do
We'll
that.
do a little bit of a walkthrough, yeah, after. The
Yeah,
first one only took, 2 years?
That's not true.
It was so. It was 2 or 3 years into it before it was at least 2 years, guys, right? 2 years before we did a walkthrough on this thing.
No.
It was crazy.
You guys remember, it's like almost at the same time of the RV Solar video came out.
Oh, that was a low blow. That was so low. So low.
See, you're trying to get to me.
I hope your cat is lost all night.
Down the road we go. Where's Kevin and Don? Are they in Banff? They actually crossed to Canada, so they might be. I don't know where they are.
Kevin and Don Klein?
Yeah.
They crossed into Canada?
Yeah.
I thought the border was closed. I thought those Canadians weren't letting us filthy Americans
we have
up there.
Canadians here. Are we able to cross to Canada or not? Let us know.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's like, I don't know.
Yeah. Again, I don't think we should be just like open borders running around right now, but that's just me. As far as camping, should we be allowed to go camping? Absolutely. Like, it's the ultimate in social distancing as long as you don't go camping with 40 other people. If you're just going camping with your family, getting out into the woods, how does that hurt? It doesn't. But the rules are made for stupid people. They are. Do you think an intelligent person needs to have a sticker on their blow dryer that says "Do not use this in the shower"? No. Those stickers are made for stupid people.
I don't think they're done for as much as just to cover their booties.
It's definitely a CYA. It's a cover your ass thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Well, we said red, white, and maple. Border still closed. Essential only. Don't worry, we can get out either. And
yeah, so I don't know how Don and Klein. See, Don and Kevin, maybe they drove through the fence.
That says no Americans. You have to promise to drive to Alaska.
So that's weird. So maybe Kevin and Don just drove through a fence in Montana somewhere and just drove through one of the Canadian fences. They weren't on a road. They just kind of drove.
They literally have a picture of the border, like them on the border. So I don't know. We will have to ask them.
So maybe
they actually connected just at the very beginning to say hello, and they can like have visitors. So we will not know until next time, but we're gonna find out, I guess. Yeah, all borders are closed right now. Like so many borders are closed. Like obviously.
Or are they? Or is it just what we're being told?
No, it's just called only essential only. I know because my mom cannot cross the border. It's like they were not opening until I think. Yeah, they should be opening. Like soon enough, like in 2 weeks, I think, something like that. Supposedly,
okay.
That's if it doesn't get extended.
Right.
But now it might get extended, right? Because the cases are going up again.
I feel like I need to rant again, but I'm not going to.
Do not rant.
This is our lives now, folks. So we just kind of need to know that this is here for good
and
with
just
us.
Learn to live with it.
And we got to learn to live with it because it's here forever now. Right?
Yes, but I'm trying to.
It's now going to be cold and flu and coronavirus season. Every year.
Luckily, they just get that vaccine soon, and they have some treatments out there. I was informed that one of our friends, actually, their family went through something, and they had seemed to be a good treatment for him, so that was kind of good. Anyway, so we can go on and on with all the COVID thing, but I just don't want to be a downer because it's what everybody is putting on.
Everybody's got a different opinion
Facebook
on it,
and Instagram and everything. So I want to be.
You guys will probably notice you won't see me on Facebook lately because I had to shut it off. I had to just go. It was too much.
Chris Villafala, don't encourage him. He's like, please rain.
Belafonte, what's up, dude?
He's like, please rain. Love it. He's like, no. Um, it says red wine maple. I'm pretty sure the border wine officially opened until at least the end of August. Now, at least in my city, which borders Detroit, there is no way they're gonna open the border anytime soon.
I wouldn't let us in. If I was Canadian, I wouldn't let Americans in there.
Canadians, I feel bad because if the border is closed even in the winter and you're stuck in Canada through the winter, full timing, that will be harsh. That will be tough.
Then it'll be, you're liking us Americans now when you need to come down somewhere where it's warm, huh? Right now, it's beautiful up there. Beautiful.
Yeah, here's where it's hot right now.
Oh, up around Windsor and London and stuff right now, it'd just be absolutely gorgeous.
It's like everywhere in Canada, it's beautiful.
Yeah, everywhere north of the Canadian border. In the summer.
In the summer.
Yeah, it's beautiful
Then
in Canada.
Winter comes around and it's just like...
Yeah. I've got friends that love winter. Like, they can't wait to turn the key in the snowmobile and go.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I will say that they're a little bit deranged and probably, somewhat psychotic, but they love their snowmobiles, man. I love snowboarding, but I love going there, snowboarding for the day, and then leaving. Or for the week. Oh my God, look, it's Dave. Did you guys see that?
No, Cousin Eddie.
Cousin Eddie.
We rename him.
Oh, that was awesome. I didn't even see him.
He's like, Bill and Pam Terry says the news reported that Florida now has cases of dengue fever.
Yeah, well, West Nile virus was going to kill us all, right? That was going to take over. Well, the killer bees first. The killer bees, the killer bees, they were coming. They were going to kill us all, and then that didn't happen. Then West Nile virus, that was going to wipe it. We're dead. Mosquitoes going to wipe us out. Coronavirus is the next thing. Dengue fever. Bring it on. Bring them all on.
Are we wondering, Tom of Hate, they're just rubbing in our face. 70 degrees today where they are.
Really? It was almost double that here.
No,
of course not.
Like, what are you talking about?
I can't believe you had to think about that.
I was like, you're talking Celsius? He's like, no, it can't be. He's like, oh my goodness.
Well, yeah, double Celsius. I can't believe you were going to think about it. You almost thought about that, too.
Such a pain yourself.
You almost thought about that, too.
You're such a pain yourself. Oh my God, today.
Well, because I'm done the slide, I'm a little bit...
Relief.
I'm a little bit happy. Yeah, it's all good. I hope you guys are all staying safe and healthy wherever it is you are. Hope you're having a great summer so far. I know it's a little bit of a weird summer because we're not able to just kind of go out and lick doorknobs and high five strangers. And
the nice thing about, I will say,
but you can still
full-time
go for a walk.
RVing, you can just still go out hiking. I mean, it's like still social distance hiking, so you can still go and do that.
Yeah.
It's like, I have to say, I miss my hikes.
But there were
Here
some
in Florida,
places,
there is not so much.
There were some places that had closed hiking trails, which is insanity.
I know. It's like, well, I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. I'm not going to run like him, but it's kind of like there's still a lot of stuff to do. There's still a lot.
No, there's still a lot. There's still a lot of stuff that you can do.
And I think the more time passes, the more information there's out there. So there's more educated, not educated, guys, educated kind of like information about what to do, not to do, what is okay to do, or go out there, not go out there. So I think it's getting better and better every day.
Yeah. And again, don't just think you can put on a mask and then go out and go crazy. That doesn't work either.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Anyway, it's not an excuse to go nuts.
Escape to Florida, though. I don't know when is that going to happen. Our
escape from Florida?
Because right now we definitely, Vic mentioned the other day that probably usually the bad hurricanes, stuff like that, if anything, if something will happen, it's usually September.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, okay, so we still have a little bit here that we can get all the projects done, be done with this.
I'm gonna help Vic with some stuff around the farm before we go. definitely going to help
they're
you.
also in the process of so much going on here. There's so many projects for them because they just sold their house and they're trying to do this casita with their barn and other kitchen and all these different things. So yeah.
Oh, they've been waiting almost 2 months just for windows.
Windows and
French doors.
is like they've been waiting 2
because
months.
the manufacturing process has
They
been
closed.
like.
They closed because one person in the line they tested positive, so they have to close the line, like in the factory. So now it has been like a ripple effect with all of this, right? So they cannot finish their casita because they're waiting on things, so they cannot drywall because of that. So yeah, it's like a ripple effect. But yeah, you can probably help in some projects. It's like, so that would be nice. Mm-hmm. So there's still a few can like times over here, and we have hopefully the beaches that don't close them where we're going, that they're not so crowded also, so we can have some water time as well. The one thing that we wanted to do, we were so excited because we want to do an escape room.
Those are your glasses.
Has any of you have done an escape room? Question. Because we have not done one and we want to do one. And
see, I'm not sure about doing an escape room right now.
It would literally be the four of us, nobody else. And we bring our Purell. If we touch anything. It's like, see, it's like, those are all the things that we have to.
But it's being in a building. See, again, I really don't care if I get this. I'm serious about that. But I'm not going out looking for it. And being in a building with recirculating air, with a bunch of other people running around in the same building.
It's not other people.
They're in the same building.
Different building.
No, they're in the same building, and they have several rooms in the same building, I would assume. I will go on a cruise right now, though. I bet you can get a good deal on a cruise.
There's no cruises right now.
You should be able to get a 12-day cruise to the Bahamas for $50.
We were looking at cruises when all this started. Kind of like when it started. It was not in full course. It was kind of like just starting to hear about it.
Beginning of middle of February.
And all of a sudden, like, we look at cruises because we were planning doing a last-minute cruise here in Florida, right? Since we were here. And there was a nine-day for $300.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh, my God.
We're like, we're in.
And then Paul told me, Lorena, if we go in, what if we cannot come back?
I called it.
That's a problem.
I totally called it.
The problem is, like, not the going out, is it coming back? And
I said, we're going to get on that ship, and we're not going to be able to get off, and we're going to be sitting a mile offshore looking at the shore while they scrub us all down with Lysol. I'm like, no way. I'm like, there's no way I'm doing that.
Talking about, like, actually they're getting, like, a lot of COVID, like the buffet and the ice creams and drinks. And
the cruise is such a clean environment anyways. Yeah. It's awesome. It's super clean.
We still love them, but in the good times, not right now. Seeking Serenity, super chat. They asked, did you guys see the video I sent you? I wonder if that was still something you will consider.
What's that?
Seeking Serenity. Did you guys see the video I sent you? I wonder if that was still something you will consider. I know what they're talking about.
David, what did you send me? I remember what you sent, and now I'm trying to... Well, I remember that you sent something, and I'm trying to remember what it was, so you're going to have to remind me. I saw Phil and Stacy said they've done over 200 escape rooms. You guys might have an escape room problem. It sounds like you guys have a little bit of an addiction.
Be an addiction.
Yeah. You guys might seek help for that.
Do you do anyone here in Florida that you would recommend?
Yeah.
Because we would love to do an escape room.
Yeah.
RV campground for sale. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We did look at the RV campground for sale. It's an amazing property in Kentucky. That was very, very cool. I love it. I think it'd be awesome. It's a little bit out in the middle of nowhere, so you definitely need to do some improvements to make it kind of a destination campground. But yeah, it was pretty cool. And by the way, you guys, when we're talking about Phil and Stacy, me and the RV, if you guys don't watch your channel, which I'm sure most of you guys already are, but if you don't, make sure you go watch their channel. Nice couple. What's with all the faces on there?
They own an escape room in San Antonio.
Who does?
Phil and Stacy.
Oh, you guys own an escape room.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
See, it would be interesting to go with them because they know the ins and outs and all that kind of stuff.
Well, no, I just figured that we'll take enough food for a few days, and then if it takes a while to get out, then we'll be all right. I'll take some sandwiches, a couple of Dr. Peppers.
I think you only have an hour to get out. Isn't like an
I do not want to leave until I get out. I couldn't take that failure. Are you guys allowed to stay in there for?
You will pay another
I'll pay whatever it takes. It's like, dude, I don't want to be let out of the escape room.
Excuse me, sir. It's 2 a.m. I have
Can
to
you
go
imagine
home to my kids.
the rest of your life you have to live with? I couldn't get out of the escape room.
I just saw Tammy saying that she already was a 24% escape rate, so only 24%.
Who's got a 24% escape rate?
Well, we're thinking of going.
Let's do that one. That's the one I want.
Like, we literally have never done it. We're first timers, and let's go and do a hard one.
First off, I'll smuggle in a handcuff key. You know where.
What?
I'll smuggle in a handcuff key.
Handcuff key.
Yeah, I'm going to tape it between my cheeks. And then that way, if we need a handcuff key, we can get out of handcuffs. Because I heard that sometimes you need a handcuff key. And then a lockpick set. We can tuck that down your bra.
You're going to go prepare with all these tools.
Yeah, the rest of your life, I couldn't get out of the escape room. Really?
You can always go back.
I have to live with that?
You know you can always go back.
I would never be able to go back and look those people in the face. I would just be so embarrassed. I would barely be able to look at Vic and Tammy again. I would not be able to show up on their property here if we can't get out of the escape room.
Anyway, I feel like we should try a higher
Is there one that there's 98% of the people that got out, Tammy?
I don't want 99%.
Maybe
I want a 50-50.
Maybe that's the first one we should do. 99% of the people get out of this room.
Make us feel good.
To make us feel good, get one under our belt.
No, we need
and
that
then we can go out after that. 24%. That might be depressing.
Well, be prepared. Is
no. I might have to slit my wrists after that one if I can't get out of the escape room.
Oh, now we should not go. Maybe if that's serious for you, is maybe.
Now Lori tomorrow she'll be booking that. Oh, cool. He's gonna off himself if he can't get out of the escape room.
Oh my God! Let's up a little bit the life insurance. I don't know what happened.
Oh my goodness!
It's Blocker. It says it's the RV thing group cruise. We actually have talked about.
We have talked about that.
We have talked about doing a group and go into a cruise when things comes to more normality, or more that we get a handle on all the whole Corona thing. It will be cool to do a cruise with a lot of people. And I know cruises is a love-hate with people. Or you love them or you hate them.
Mm-hmm.
We have many friends that they have gone. It's I did a cruise and will never ever do it again. Never. Other people, they love it. They do it all the time. It's for us, it's we like them. We like to have, it's like the RV. You put your clothes in the closet and the cabin is there. And when you wake up, you're in a different port.
Yeah, I love cruises.
Now, downside, you have to deal with a lot of people, the whole pool thing and everything. But there is when having the adult pool is handy because then you don't have the families there. So yeah, it's anyway. But I agree with that idea, Ed. I like where your head is at.
Ed, I miss you, buddy.
I know they're in California. I think they're already permanent there. It's I think he has a new job and everything.
Oh man.
Our RV journey is hi everyone. Randy is at home and I'm signed in from my crafters event.
A what?
Crafters event.
Crafters. A which crafters?
So
what kind of crafters?
If you're at an event,
lens crafters,
paying attention to the event, not signing.
Wait a minute. Why are you at an event? You shouldn't be at an event.
Yeah, so many questions.
So many questions. Lens crafters event, witch crafters event. What kind of crafters? Wood crafters? I don't know. What other questions do we have? What else is going on out there?
I was here we're coming. I'm sure we were talking about something, but now that I read this comment, it's huh? It's I don't know. It's scrapbooking and making cards.
Somebody says nice ladies in latex run them. I think that's a different kind of room. I don't know. I would like that room too, but I don't think that's really an escape room. That's an escape 2 room. It's a totally different thing.
Let's not even go there.
I don't know if there might be a conversation, part of the conversation I'm missing here.
Jesus. It says it's like they're not permanent, just taking care of some things for mom and dad. Back on the road soon. Nice. Ted, where is Kevin? It's like he is in Albuquerque still.
No, I think they're in Durango.
They're in Colorado already.
They're in Colorado. I think they're in Durango. I'm not sure. I have literally been off grid for a week and haven't spoke to very many people because of the slide. I needed to get it done. I knew once I got my head in it, I needed to get it done. I've done very little editing, very little anything else. Ordering stuff. There's still some molding that I want to order. Some molding for around the slide. The like a wiper and demolding that I want to order. I took all the old molding off because it was ridiculous. They literally had 2 different types of molding. It's crazy. So
it's gonna be like new.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
But actually, the original plan was to spend summer in Colorado.
Yeah, we're supposed to be in Colorado right now.
Obviously, things happen for a reason, and we happen to be here in Florida where we could do this. We were in Colorado, and this would have happened.
Oh, it would have been terrible.
I know what we would have done.
Yep.
It's like, so anyway, Vegan RV, we were in Durango 2 days ago. Not sure now. Exactly. We're not sure either. Then also, like Brian Aya says, is like, please tell us what was wrong with the slide. It's like, we said at the beginning.
Yeah, we said it at the beginning. So just a quick,
like a very short recap.
What do you call that? A Cliff Notes version. Underneath the slide, there's a threshold underneath the slide where the slide drops down. This slide drops down into a pocket. Inside that pocket, there is a nylon strip that goes across there, and it's got 12 screws in it. Every single one of those screws was anywhere from 1/8 to 1/4 of an inch up. They weren't completely screwed in. And every time the slide came in and out, it would scrape the bottom of the slide. It made the slide worse and worse until the slide started cutting this carpet threshold. That was a threshold between the carpet and tile, or carpet and linoleum they had in here. It started cutting that threshold up until that threshold got bad, and it in turn cut the floor of the slide. The slide actually split a little bit, and then it wouldn't come in and out without me pushing up on the roof of the slide to take pressure off the floor. And that happened within the last month. But literally for 4 years, I've known this day was going to come because it was scratching, and it would pop and crack every single time it came in. It drove me crazy. Eventually, it just broke and wouldn't come in anymore, and we had to pull it out. So we pulled it out, put a brand new aluminum plate on the bottom of the slide, took every single one of those screws. All I did, back them out, go back in again, and they went all back in flush. It would have taken the workers, whoever did it, would have taken them a minute or 2 to fix it. But instead, they put them all in and left them all sticking out, which in turn led us to doing this. Now, I will say this, gang. Do not pull the slide out of your RV unless you are super, super DIY. It was not an easy job. Pulling it out is fine. You can pull it out. It'll fall on the ground. You can do that. The easiest way is with a forklift. We actually had some of these giant spools that we put up against the side of the RV, pulled the slide out and dropped them onto the spools. Then we turned the slide on the windows and then pulled the bottom off.
I have to say,
super hard job. I felt really hard.
So strong because while him and Vic were the ones guiding it and everything, I was the one with the rope holding it.
We literally put a rope up over the rafters of the pole barn because they're these giant thick rafters. We put this thick rope and a strap around the thing so that we could bring the slide down and lay it down and take the bottom off. Absolute nightmare job. Taking the aluminum off the bottom of the slide was ridiculous. We wound up breaking the bottom wood piece because it's all glued and sandwiched together. Absolute nightmare.
Okay, again.
So
too long.
Not something I would recommend somebody doing unless you've got a lot of tools.
Definitely not.
Vic's got all the tools.
You have the equipment and the tools, and also like if it was only him, we would have not done it.
We would have done it.
The fact that Vic was here and he's knowledgeable and strong and with all the tools, and between the both of them, they were able to put the time and effort. It's like it things easier. But definitely, if it would have been just you, it would have not been a go.
The other thing you could do is you could build a platform that's right up level with your slide and pull it out onto the platform. But once you get out onto the platform, what are you going to do? It's super heavy. So just not easy. Not an easy job.
Kevin's in the house, and everybody was asking where you're at.
Yo, yo, yo. Milla in the house.
Yeah. George said something about if we stop boycotting him.
If what?
If we stop boycotting Kevin, somehow we're boycotting him. So I'm not sure what you meant by that, George. But anyway.
Boycotting your lives. I didn't make this last live because I can't make every single Thursday. I can't. Like this last particular week, especially. Yeah, I wasn't boycotting. I was literally in this slide for 8-10 hours a day for the last several days. And when you got to remember, my 8 to 10 hours a day starts at 11 or noon.
I know. Today, Paul is like, I told Paul 5:30. He's like, we need to shower and eat and get ready for the live. And he's like, it's 5:30 already?
Yeah.
Like,
we don't start our day until 10, 11.
We?
Noon.
We?
Me. So every day, when I say we worked on the slide every day, all day, it's from like 11 or 12 in the morning till dark. And then we would put the stuff away. So
that was still a lot of hours of hard work. Though,
yeah, I'm not boycotting them.
And it was
can't make all of them
every day until night. I feel bad also with Ellen. By the way, Ellen, her birthday this weekend. Happy birthday!
Is Dan and Ellen around too?
No, they're not, because obviously it's her birthday weekend, and they invited us. They are at Bonnet Creek in Disney Springs, and they invited us to her birthday, but we could not make it because obviously the slide and all what's happening. But it's like happy birthday to Ellen. So Phil and Stacy gotta go.
Phil and Stacy, we'll see you guys later. Thanks for joining us, guys.
Bye, guys. Nice to see you. Chatting with you.
Kevin wants to see what the inside of the RV looks like right now. Can we show people?
Yeah, definitely. It's literally a mess. It's right now.
We got to show you guys because this part here looks amazing, right? It looks great.
Preface, but
well, except for I'm sitting in it.
We have no bottom storage of the cabinet, so there's a lot of stuff out from there. We have half of the flooring ripped off. I did laundry today, bedding laundry, because of the whole flea situation I talked about earlier. So
this is gonna be scary.
All the bed is gonna be full of laundry.
No. We're not gonna show them in the bedroom.
Well, no, but you can show them up to the bathroom. He's like, and the bedroom is right there.
Well,
right?
I'm just gonna turn the camera. From
it's
where
an
it is.
RV. Everything is next to.
Okay, guys, here we go. Here it is. This is the nightmare. Let's go. So I'm gonna try not to.
Hopefully, you don't get dizzy, people.
Okay, so there's where the couch normally sits, and you can see Lorena's sitting on the couch. All right, let me turn up to the driver's front.
Okay. Oh, but the way it says cord, so. If you think you just saw my underwear, it's not.
There's my front end, and then there's my 9-bots up there. This has all become a storage area up front in the front end there. There's no light up there, so you're not gonna be able to see. But we'll come back to here. Yes, Lori's wearing a skirt, so don't think that you're getting to see her underwear, you dirty scoundrel.
It's just like the first time when you put it, it was like.
All right. Ready. Now there's the dinette. Now the dinette's normally horizontal. Right now it's vertical, so you can see that.
Right now.
And let's get you some more light over there. Okay, we're brightening that up. So show them around, Lori.
So this is the dinette usually. This is gonna be the new flooring. I don't know if you can see
check out the flooring.
So this is gonna be the new flooring, and this part is the one with no flooring. So we're still working on that. Today, like I said, I was working on the mold that we found, and that was back here. So no mold whatsoever now.
The mold's all gone. I kind of like this flooring. Don't you like that flooring she's walking on? I like it just like that. I think we should just leave it. But Lori says no.
Yeah.
So that's it.
So cabinets obviously still like this woody looking. That's gonna change. So many things are gonna change. That's the thing. Once you start changing color, you need to just change everything. So that's in short, the tour of the RV right now. So what do you guys think?
Not so pretty, is it?
The new flooring is nice. And it's going to look even better once we have the colors changed. I mean, that flooring is more like to fit the new colors than what it is right now.
I can't believe Lori let you guys see that.
Seeking serenity. Everyone point and laugh. Ha ha ha. I see how you are.
That's awesome, dude. That is hilarious.
Paint the floor black. Oh,
I like that. Who said that?
Nobody.
No. Was that Bellafato?
Yes, how you know?
Ah, dude.
He's just trying to push buttons and trigger me.
That's a great idea. We don't even have to put down tile. We just paint the floor black. Stain it. It's done. I like it.
We can do that in your RV.
We can just
our RV. That's not gonna happen.
Just epoxy the floor.
Epoxy the floor.
Yeah, that'll be awesome.
Okay,
dude, I'm gonna work on that.
So yeah, it looks like a renovation. Absolutely. Right now, everything is teared down and in bare bones right now. So yeah. So a lot of people like the flooring. Nice. Thank you so much.
Yo, Milla, how you doing, brother? Hope you guys are doing well up there.
The same flooring that we had installed. Love it. Bill and Pam. There's only so many options that you can get too, because here's the thing. It has to be the very thin vinyl flooring. Because unless
you have a diesel pusher.
Yeah, diesel pusher, you have a lot. You can carry the weight. In ours, in the gas store, we have to watch for the weight. So we have to go with this very thin.
It's the stick-on vinyl that doesn't interlock. Peel and stick.
So that's the one we got. And there is only so many options you can get at Home Depot or Lowe's. This one actually was from Lowe's. And it is what it is. We actually talked that the one I show you, I was like, if I had it my way, this is the one I will choose. And you actually like it too. So it would have been a totally different style, but again, we cannot carry that much weight, so I have to go. But I'm happy with my choice. I think it's gonna look cool at the end of the day.
I think it looks cool. Susan Frank says Lori is right. She's always right. 1, Susan, I'm glad you guys are still around and watching. We appreciate that. And 2, don't encourage Lorena, please.
What is that, Susan?
She said Lorena's right. You're always right.
Yeah,
I don't.
We know that. You know that. Please. Come on. It's like Kevin Miller says, finally showing what it normally looks like in your RV. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you.
Yeah, this is how it always looks. We haven't changed anything. This is just the way it is.
No.
That's
At
awesome.
some point, it was yesterday, the day before, I was so fed up because we have no slide. The couch was pushed in. We have no cabinetry, so food everywhere. I was like, oh my God, it's like, I just like had to throw a pillow into the corner. And that was my.
Oh, I don't know why. I got a flea or something just flew in my mouth.
Some protein.
Yeah, some protein just flew in my mouth. Imagine, I don't know what just flew in my mouth.
It's nothing. Maybe it's just a hair.
No.
You cannot keep trying to fly into your mouth.
It's an animal.
Nothing.
Okay.
That looked weird.
I know it did.
That's weird.
Now I lost my train of thought. Imagine all of this without the slide out. So you get rid of the slide, put up a piece of plastic sheeting here, and all of this was in the middle of the RV. Oh, for the last week, it's been just a nightmare.
It has been a nightmare. Brian says, paint the wood with sealant before you put the flooring down to resist moisture mold in the future. Well, Vic, actually, he showed me, he has this product that it's like a sealant. Yeah, you put it in the wood floor and it prevents mold, mildew, termites, warping of the wood. I mean, so many things at the same time. He told me it is amazing. They use it. It works amazingly. The only issue is that it smells and it will smell for a little bit.
Yeah.
So we're still iffy on that one since we're heading southwest again. So less moisture, less everything. And it's like, that was kind of like fairly new.
Yeah, from the mold that we saw in here, it's only been since we got to Florida or very recently. It wasn't very old. Because when you're out west, mold just doesn't happen.
Mold and fleas are not there.
Mold, fleas, no-see-ums, mosquitoes, all that stuff doesn't happen.
Goes away
in the Southwest.
I'm missing the Southwest. I love the green of Florida. I really do. I love the beach in Florida. It's just like, you have to trade ones for other ones, right? That's what you do.
Oh, that's right. Jerry says you didn't see their trick table.
No, Paul told me about it though, but he told me also the price of it.
It's this crazy transformer table that
it's in there between the passenger and the captain chair, and where you put usually in the center,
it's a center console,
cup holder and everything. It just looks like a small table, yeah, but lower. But yeah, I guess like what Paul told me is that you raise it and everything, and you make it like an actual dining
It's just a
table.
regular center console. Then you pull this
That's
one
pretty
thing
cool.
and then transforms into this table. It's crazy.
I know.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Probably we should do that. We should change it. Um, that's what you get for talking about Aussie. Tammy says, "Oh, it's Aussie." He's like, "Now it's getting dark."
Well, we got 20 minutes and he'll be out
Yeah.
there somewhere.
I will
He's
go
going
and
to be
get him,
looking
don't
for
worry.
food right now.
He's gonna be looking. This is his food time. So
Yeah,
my chubby boy, he's gonna come back
gonna
once
be-
I open a can of food. You know when
that click.
people with cats and dogs, you know, pet people, when you do the crack of the wet food, they go crazy. He'll come back. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Or he sees that black snake that's out there rolling around. They've got this black snake that's like 3-4 foot black snake that just hangs out around here. Using their outdoor shower is a little more interesting when you know that snake is running around out there.
It's not poisonous, and they feed of little frogs, so it's not like he will feed of Ozzy. So
No, I'm not saying he's going to eat
I'm
Ozzy,
just
but
saying,
if Ozzy
like,
runs into him, he's going to get a little freaked out by that.
Ozzy will,
I was freaked out by the frog
I
that we had in
know.
here today.
I don't know. It's like Ozzy's a little bit daring. He will go out with deer. He will go out with cows. He will go out and just like tries to tap anything.
He's more daring than I am.
So yeah, he's like, I don't know how Ozzy will react.
I wish we had a picture of those giant grasshoppers that were out here yesterday. Holy smokes!
Massive, like literally
The size of Lori's
my hand big.
They're insane.
But they're beautiful color. They're yellow, orange, and
Did
red.
you get a picture of those?
I did.
Oh,
yeah.
okay, we'll have to post a picture
They
of
are
that. They were
beautiful.
insane. Steve, new Normatics in the house. How you doing, buddy?
You can start a new spin of this old RV instead of house.
Yeah. So this is our old RV, but I don't know how much longer we'll be in that. This is going to be like our house. We lived in our house for 5 years, and then the last 6 months we fixed it up to the way we liked it, and then we moved. We sold it. We did the flooring. We did the cool tile entryway. We did the countertops in the kitchen, the new appliances, and then we left. So this is probably going to be the same thing here. We're going to get slide out fixed, new flooring, cabinets done, looking all modern, and then get a new one. Oh, poor Freya.
I was already like when he told me about this light thing. I was already an RV trader.
Lori was on it. She was like, she already had Freya in the junkyard.
Like, there's 2 in Tampa we can see. There was one in Arcadia.
Yeah, she was like giving up on Freya already.
I was not giving up on
You
Freya.
were giving up on Freya.
I was checking my
You were
options.
sending her to
I was checking my options.
the old glue factory, the RV glue factory in the sky. You don't know what that means.
No.
It's when they say like a horse, you're sending it to the glue factory because glue's made out of horses. You didn't know that?
Already then.
It's a culture thing, folks.
Mari says, "Do you crack open a Dr. Pepper to get Paul's attention?" Kind of like with Aussie.
Yeah.
The same thing with you.
Yes, that would work. It's like click. What was that? I'm going to be cracking open a Dr. Pepper as soon as this is over because I ran out of iced tea.
I thought you were saying no more Dr. Pepper tonight.
No, just none during the live. So I'm going to have another one. We got to go find Ozzy. So while I'm trying to find Ozzy, maybe I'll do a Dr. Pepper. Because maybe he'll mistake it for a can of cat food.
Mr. Roboto, which one of you wants to change RV more? That's an easy one. I have been wanting to change an RV for 2 years. It's like, you know what I learned in this? We've been married 13 years. So in this 13 years of marriage, with Paul, there is no such thing as like, this is a starting one. Let's see if you like it. It's like, this is just a starting point. There is no such thing with Paul. Now I know better. Next time, if we get whatever we get, doesn't matter what it is, whatever toy or whatever living situation, I'll go with what I want. Because the whole starting point, all right, learn my lesson.
You'll go with what I give you.
Sure.
I'm sorry, honey. Didn't mean to say that. I'm just joking. She's going to beat me.
Those pretty grasshoppers eat your screens on your windows.
Really?
It was in our clam, on our clam.
It was on it was on our outdoor tent, the no-seam clam thing. I hope it doesn't eat that thing.
We need to check.
It was there for an entire day. There was 2 of them, and they were doing it.
One was carrying the other one. Was the
other one a ride on his back? Giving a ride on his back,
was gonna
on
pay
her
by
back,
ride.
piggybacking. They were like there for an entire day doing the grasshopper hop. It was crazy.
It's like David says, it's like, careful, Paul already sent you to the glue factory.
Yeah,
So she
exactly.
knows what
Yeah,
you're
I
talking
know.
about.
I know.
It's like, see, I don't know.
I know.
It's like, she has my back. See, you guys have my back. I know that. Like, Kelly Pifani, very familiar with the grasshopper. At least you don't have a swarm of locust.
You guys knew that grasshoppers here were like 4
The
inches long, and you didn't tell us?
Humongous ones.
They're beautiful, but they're still. Any minute I thought when I walk by, that thing's going to jump off the screen. It'll land right here, and then I will scream like a little girl, and everybody in Arcadia will wonder if somebody's getting murdered here on the farm.
They didn't even care about us. Like,
They
we were
didn't care.
literally walking right next to them all day long
because they were doing it. So of course they didn't care about us. The guy was just doing his thing, and he didn't care. He just wanted it.
Oh my god, let's change topic, people. Let's change topic. Who knew we learned so much about nature, like walking? Oh,
Let me tell you about the birds and the bees, Lori. How this works.
Okay, now it's gonna be time to start cracking Ozzy's can of food. Gonna look for him.
Jose said he went out and came back, and we're still on. Yeah, well, you didn't want us to still be on when you got back? I thought you said we should wait for you. No?
He was like, he went and had dinner already. And now we're still here.
Yes.
So yeah, the nice thing about being in Florida this time of the year and on this side is that we're gonna try, because Paul tried to kiteboard on the east coast of Florida.
Yep.
And we went to the beach, windy day, amazing. I set up my beach spot with my shade and everything. It was so cool.
Why do you have to tell this story?
And Paul is like pumping his kite, and all of a sudden, like, he's trying to do his lines, and all of a sudden he's like, oh, needs more air. He's like, okay, that's weird. So he puts more air, and again he hears a leak.
Yeah.
In his brand new
kite, leaking air.
So
I call the guys up and I go, hey, this thing's leaking one of the valves, blah, blah, blah. And they said, you're not leaving that in your hot car, are you? And I'm like, every day, like, that's where it stays. And they're like, oh, no, you can't leave it in the hot car because the glue on the valves will melt and leak. I'm like,
that will have been useful information.
Great information 2 months ago.
Yes.
So I've repaired it, and now I just have to put the new bladders back in and pump that thing up again, and then hopefully we'll get to use it on the west coast of Florida here.
Coast, it's a better coast anyway. It's too swelly, too choppy on the east coast.
Oh, Jerry and Linda, did you hear what she just said about your coast? She said the west coast was better.
For kiteboarding.
Oh, yeah, for kiteboarding.
Yeah.
The Matanzas inlet was pretty cool.
It was pretty cool. Actually, I would love to go back there when it's warmer, the water is warmer, and just go for a dip.
Yeah, that won't be in the next video. It'll be 2 videos, but this next video is going to be a little bit of St. Augustine and stuff, and the crazy rain that came down there.
Mark and Lisa, Pensacola Rules, leaving Friday. Cut our Bon Voyage party short just to see you. Stalker much? Aw, thank you so much.
Who's that?
So leaving Friday as in full-timer, or what's going on there? I'm assuming.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, that's awesome. He's
awesome. Mark and Lisa,
yeah,
how you doing? Oh, know. Aaron Young's in the house. He says, hi, beautiful. Thanks, Aaron. Hi.
I know that's to you.
Yeah.
I know that. I know better. He's like, hey, KB. Who's KB?
KB. Katrina Bellafato.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah, he's tagging Bellafato.
He's tagging Bellafato, yeah. So glad that all the regulars are here. It's awesome. Frank says,
has Paul seen that big hornet they have down there? We have not seen
the murder hornets?
Big hornets, but we have seen tons of hornets, yes.
Well, if you're talking about the murder hornet that was on TV, there's like 1 or 2 of them in the entire USA. And there's another thing that was supposed to kill us.
No, but the one that they found was dead anyway. I don't think
that's not a very
the big one.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
if it's dead, it's not very murderous.
No,
but yeah, there are large hornets here too. There's large in Central Florida here, and I'm sure all in Florida. There's all kinds of crazy flying stuff. There was a spider the other day that was like 3 inches across that was living outside of the RV. I'm sure that that's already came into the RV and it's just waiting for a time to kill me. There was a frog in here earlier, this green frog that was hopping around the freaking house, and I'm trying to catch the frog.
I'm afraid of the big animals like the bears or the sharks, things that can eat me or at least like take a limb off of my body. Polly's more afraid of like the smaller stuff, like, well, not smaller stuff, because that spider you showed me the other day, it was a massive spider. And he's like afraid of smaller stuff.
You're out hiking, right? And the bear comes along. You know the bear's going to try to kill you, right? That's just okay. I know that, so I can fight the bear. But when I'm at sleep,
but you cannot fight the bear. That's the thing.
I'm in my bed.
It goes into your mouth.
Next thing you know, baby spiders are growing in your mouth, and you're dead.
I saw something like a study, something like that we're supposed to.
That's not true.
In our sleep,
eight spiders in our lifetime.
Something like that.
Spiders aren't stupid. They're not going to crawl into our mouth. And
it was a year.
A year. Spiders aren't dumb. They're not going to crawl in our mouth.
That freaked me out. That was like.
But that's not what my brain tells me.
It's like, I thought that was vegetarian. Like,
that baby frog, you're in the middle of the night, you're sleeping. The baby frog is like doing this stuff all over you, pees in your eye. Then you have frog eye.
Bert O'Malley, take us outside and let's all look for Ozzy. You will not see anything. It's dark already.
It's just gotten dark. Yep.
Yeah. Mark and Lisa Pensacola moving to Lawn in Florida, then to Mexico with you. So you're joining the caravan. Awesome. It says, Kim, are you enjoying the slow travel or are you eager to move around more? I will say I'm enjoying staying longer in places. And when I say longer, I'm saying 2 weeks. I'm enjoying the staying.
We've been here for 6 months
in places in Florida, but we're not saying have not stayed the 6 months in one place.
That's true. We have not stayed 6 months in one
place. It's like I enjoy being like 2 weeks here, 2 weeks there, because allow us not only to work, but allow us to also explore the area, and not only the touristy area, but the local area. So that has been cool. It's like, because usually when you travel too fast, the first year I wanted to do all the stuff that I hear or read, right? It's like all the touristy stuff and all these things, and it was fast, barely time to sleep and have food and work and then keep going. Now, so it's nice to slow down. Now, with that being said, with the whole Corona thing being for so long in one place, and now kind of like with the slide and all that stuff, it's like it felt nice at the beginning, but not after the whole Corona thing. I feel like, well, not after, we're still on that, right? But they kind of like the big thing that happened, I'm starting to feel like I need to move more at this point, and I feel like I'm not moving too much, but I'm also looking forward to do some beach time here in Florida and do other things before heading out.
Right.
So that's gonna be nice.
Steve and Lisa that are here in Florida said that's called a banana spider. If that's a banana spider, I'm definitely not putting banana peels in the RV, because I'm sure that the banana spider.
I'm still trying to figure out how the bananas work with the police.
I don't know.
It was hilarious.
And then somebody says we're okay here because the black bears don't get that big in Florida. You are correct. That's right. Oh, Fred and Lynn, now they're saying killer earwigs. Why do you guys have to bring this stuff up? Now I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight.
Tony says, Paul, you can wear your mask to bed. LOL.
Yes, that's a great idea. I never thought about that. There's a positive of a mask, because I could wear it to sleep so the spiders can't get in there, and it'll probably keep my mouth shut so I don't snore and keep Lori awake. Double, it works double. That's awesome.
There you go.
Yeah.
Sean Hackett is in the house.
Sean Hackett in the house. What's happening, dude?
We'll be in Perdido Key with the boat until the 15th if you're passing through. Oh, so nice. Don't think we're going to...
I would love to do that, and we would love to go up there. I don't think we're going to escape Florida by then. We're going to do an escape room in Florida, but I don't think we're going to escape Florida by then. Definitely not going to escape Florida by then. We're going to still be down in this area, so... we have some exploring to do.
Fred and Lynn, hey guys, we are looking at the bird keeping for Mexico. What size works best for two? I have to say, we bought the travel size because I thought the size would fit perfect, the corner I wanted to put it on. But we use it so much, we drink so much water, that I think we could have gone one size higher, like the big turkey.
Yeah, if you can fit
because
it, I would say go for it.
Because they have the travel big and the royal.
Yeah.
I would say the big will be a good size.
Which is a 2 gallon. Ours is a gallon and a half, I think.
Yeah, and we refill it
constantly. Yeah, twice a day, I say.
Twice a day,
before we go to bed, we try to remember to fill it so that we have coffee and stuff in the morning. and then
Yes.
sometime throughout the day we'll fill it one time.
Yeah.
It's not bad, but that's for 2 people, so it depends on how many people you have. If you can go one bigger, which I think we probably could have fit one bigger, I would do the 2 gallon so that you don't have to refill quite as much. And make sure you get that spigot. Make sure you get the sight glass where you can see how much water is in there. Because if you don't, you cannot. That's the one thing I will say about the Berkey. It should just come standard with that sight glass. Because without that, you cannot see how much water is in there. And so you're constantly having to pick it up and look inside. So just make sure you buy the sight glass spigot that goes that you can get extra. And that's
that should be
definitely,
like you said, standard. But that's I can't remember who gave us that tip because we kept like overfilling it, and he kept like always pouring. I told him, why you didn't get the glass like thing?
Yeah.
And then we're like, what? And
Yeah.
when we got it, make a huge difference.
Stephen Lisa said, banana spiders don't want to eat you. I keep telling myself that. Yeah, see, that's what I have to keep telling myself too. But Jerry says that they do bite.
Oh yeah, let's not think about it.
Yeah.
Floyd, that is Craig. 2 weeks max is about our limit as well. And then it's Peter Patter. Let's get at her.
Let's get at her. Pitter patter, let's get at her.
Sorry,
You got to say it with an accent. You got to say it with like
I can't
pitter patter,
understand.
let's get at her.
See, I'm telling you. I think like we have slowed down enough that we can see everything and do everything and work.
Yeah.
But
You know who
still
Floyd
traveling.
Cooley is, right?
Yeah, it's
Okay,
Craig.
it's Craig. Just want to let
Yeah.
you know, just in case you didn't remember.
Mark and Lisa, don't worry about bears. Unless Lorena runs faster than you.
Oh
thank
no,
you,
I don't
thank
worry.
you.
I don't worry about bears. See,
He
that's
can-
the other reason
he
why I don't worry
cannot
about
run me.
bears.
Definitely,
Yeah,
he cannot run me.
Yep.
He's like, but okay, I think we're gonna.
Yeah, and somebody said we're also if we want to be in a place where we can get eaten, just go for a swim here. Absolutely. Oh yeah, we were thinking about going over to Mayaca State Park and going for a swim.
Kevin Berry, do you have to change the filter? If so, how often? Yes, the filters we change it a year. It lasted a year.
Yeah,
and
it
a half, something
lasted
like that.
a year or more, year
So
and a half.
when
You could
you-
change them once a year.
When it costs a lot up front, but when you break it down per gallon, if you're actually buying
It's
gallons of
so
water,
cheap.
it's so cheap. So you're just paying that money up front. That's
Yeah.
the only thing.
Yeah, you're instead of buying, because I think the filters were like $200 or something like that, $180. But the amount of gallons of water that makes it's an insane amount. Because what we do is we just wash the filters every now and then.
And I'm very picky with my water, so I actually it comes standard with 2 filters, but I bought the extra 2 filters that they filter different
Fluoride
things.
as well.
Fluoride and cyanide.
Right.
So
And I will say, I don't even think we needed to change our filters yet. We were so weirded out by the fact that we hadn't changed them in so long that we did it anyways. Because
no, I think
we
so.
still did the filter.
They were so clogged that it was filtering so slow.
But we did the test. We did
You do food coloring on the
food
top,
coloring. Yeah.
and then if it comes clear at the bottom, still good. If not, you have to replace
Yeah, we did the
them. It
food
was
color
so
test,
good.
and ours still come clear. So, last few minutes here. Thanks as always for hanging out with us here on last Saturday. You guys are a rock. How many folks do we have on tonight?
Moving the
200?
mark.
Cool.
Which trigger do you guys have?
Traeger.
Traeger.
Traeger. We
What
don't
is
have a Traeger.
What is a Traeger?
A Traeger is a grill.
Oh yeah, we don't grill outside. Definitely.
We don't grill outside, dude. We're vegetarians. There's nothing to grill.
Well,
It'd be
there's
like
veggies
buy a
or
$400 grill
veggie burgers to grill and everything. But here's the thing. I didn't grow up really grilling. I did everything in the kitchen. Paul is not a griller. So for the most part, if we do anything, we'll be here in the kitchen. We don't grill.
Right.
Now, with that being said, I love when we are with friends and they have the grill and we grill our veggie burgers or hot dogs with them. That's pretty cool too. It's like it gives it a little bit of a different taste.
Right.
Okay, so I think not taking more questions. I think we should take a few minutes to say goodbye before I go and look for my cat.
Yes. Thank you guys so much again for hanging out. You guys are amazing.
Yes.
And we know you guys can choose other channels to watch on a Saturday night. We appreciate you watching ours. Isn't that how the aircraft guy says it? You can fly any airline, but we appreciate you flying ours. We appreciate you guys flying our airline.
I think like it's cool is that we all have
It's
here
awesome.
like a little community, talk to each other, and a lot of you guys know each other, so that's kind of cool. So thank you so much. By the way, before you guys leave, you can put the thumbs up. I know if you're watching TV, it might not be a thing. You cannot do it. We hear that a lot, like, oh, we wish we could comment more, or we wish we could do all things. But some of you are watching TV. But if you are on your phone, tablet, laptop, or anything like that, make sure that you put the thumbs up. It's like, and that will help us out. And just thank you for tuning in.
How does that help us out?
It's like when it's up there on the ground.
Oh, just makes us feel better, really. I think.
Yes, so I can sleep tonight. You know.
All right. So you don't cry yourself to sleep later. It's like, oh no, I only got 4 thumbs up.
Take off your glasses.
Okay, yeah,
You're
I know.
not reading anymore.
I'm still trying to read some of these guys.
No.
You
need to.
David Beal was saying that sometimes, like, he enjoys reading the comments as much as being here and hanging out with us, which is
it's the
awesome.
whole interaction, because sometimes you can read it live. Well, by the time we get to the comments, it's way past.
Yeah.
So yes, it's like.
Yeah.
It is what it is. No, thank you guys for tuning in and coming and hanging out with us for a little bit. And
Miller, we need to chat again soon.
He's like, not sure if he's here.
I don't
still.
know.
He's like, but guys, is like, I mean, I can go through all the lists. Is like,
all the usual suspects.
A lot of you guys are awesome. Thank you for kind of like tuning in, hanging out.
You know who you are.
That's it. See you guys until the next one. And
until next time,
I'm just gonna have a sip.
Oh yeah, here. I don't have anything.
I'm good.
We'll pretend sip. To you guys.
I cannot cat food.
We got to go find Ozzy now.
Yes. Play in the dark with the snake and the spider. Come on, let's go.
I'm not looking for Ozzy then.
Mm-hmm.
Good night, guys.
Oh, yes, we are. Bye-bye.